going.
You feeling okay?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, you look kind of tired and pale.
Don't know what I was doing last night.
Wow, have you been playing City of Villains? Yeah, Luke just started playing WoW, so we're pretty psyched.
I saw what you did to him. That was an evil thing.
Oh, come on. Okay, we'll buy him some flat food and some cheese that will slip through the doorway so that at least he gets Pop-Tarts, yeah, so he can get fed. It's a bit slow today, but I don't know. Your cigarettes? Your cherry's off. It's burnt off. Hey, Jason.
Jason?
You okay? Do you need a Red Bull? Or a hug? What's wrong with him?
He's a coffee and cigarette and Benzedrine smoothie.
Yeah.
You haven't seen any copies of LocoRoco yet, have you?
It won't be until Friday.
Okay. Hey, James. Good morning.
Oh, hi. What's up?
I was just coming by to see if Milky had gotten a copy of LocoRoco yet, because...
LocoRoco?
Yeah, I know. It's supposed to... It just came out in Europe, actually.
Yeah.
And, it's still
So he
a
must
ways
have
off in
ordered it,
Japan.
right?
Yeah, I'm sure we've got copies coming, but I was hoping that he had it now.
It doesn't look like there's any packages from Europe.
Yeah, I think you're correct. That sucks. I really wanted to play it.
Yeah. Did you see that John Riccardi sent us a studio tour interview? He and Hiroko went to see their friend Greg Travers.
Where?
He's a programmer at the
At
LocoRoco
Sony?
studio. Yeah, he worked on LocoRoco, and they talked to him for a long time. Yeah, they totally did.
Kono-san is the director, and his wife made these for him. Oh. She was in love with the characters, and she makes all kinds of things. And
that's cute.
so he wanted to have nuigurumi, or stuffed animals, and so she took that idea to heart and made these for him.
She made all
about a year ago, actually.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he's used them in a few presentations. Yeah, you as the planet are trying to help the LocoRoco survive and get to a safe spot and kill the mojas by rocking and rolling and shaking. And as you do that, you can help them get along. But they actually have their own AI and they move on their own, so sometimes they can do something really stupid that you didn't want them to do. I guess that's actually sometimes hard for people to get, that you don't actually control the characters. Like some people will think like when you press both buttons to make them jump, you're not actually making them jump, you're shaking the earth and bouncing them into the air.
So basically you're controlling the planet, and then they're just kind of going with it, the way you tilt things.
And one thing that I don't think actually makes it across, it might be explained in the manual, but they actually have a stress level. And you know how when you know how they can all glom together into a big LocoRoco. Well, if they have a really high stress level, they're stressed out, they won't be able to hold themselves together sometimes. So they'll like break apart on their own.
So is that why like when they get sucked into like one of those wind things or whatever, they break apart? Because that's a stressful, it's a traumatic moment.
Well, the LocoRoco have a lot of personality. They have, I don't know how many things they can do, but it's quite a few things. If you let them sit there, you won't see this that often. You might see it on the title, or you might see it in the local house. But if you just stop playing and break them apart and let them sit there, they do all kinds of stuff. They'll sound off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they'll jump on top of each other and they'll stack up. If you can, they'll stack up to 5 high. If you can get them to do that, that's pretty amazing because they're actually using. It's not something that's canned. They're using their physics and guessing how high they have to jump and where they have to jump, and it's an imprecise thing, so they can't do it very often. They'll fall over and break each other apart and things like that, but it's pretty cool. Kono-san actually made a whole language for them. It's kind of like more an emotional language. I don't know if he's going to publish that or not. I hope so. Maybe we can include it in the book.
Publish, you mean like the details
like
of
the details of the language, but it's not a language like that you can build sentences out of. It's like each word has like an emotion attached to it, kind of, to a certain degree. Some of them might be an action, but and then he actually wrote the lyrics for several of the songs. I don't think he did them all, but so they aren't just gibberish.
So when you say wrote the lyrics, like
he actually took the language he wrote, and then based on what he wanted the song kind of to say emotionally, he wrote out lyrics.
So like if like one noise means love or something like that, he might have like used that as like a word, like one of the lyrics, and to kind of make it. So basically, at some point, if he wanted to publish that, you could actually find out what they're saying.
You could translate it into an actual kind of song. Yeah, one thing I'm actually really excited to see is there's actually the local house you get to play from the beginning. Later on in the game, I feel comfortable saying this because somebody's going to discover it the first day they get the game. There's a level editor in the game. You can build your own levels, and you can trade those levels with people. And I'm really curious to see what people make because we don't have every idea in the world. When you actually play the game, if you do get into it, build your own levels and put them up somewhere so we can see them because I'd really like to see what you come up with.
Cool. Maybe you could be working on LocoRoco too. Cool. Awesome. All right. Well, thanks for taking time to talk about this.
That guy's my new favorite.
Yeah.
He sits right next to Fumito Ueda. I mean, they like share an area.
That's like a corner of hotness right there.
Seriously.
Hot Japanese game developers.
Well, we better get out of here before Milky comes back and.
Yeah.
Wait, is that Matt?
Yeah.
Morning, Matt. Morning, Matt.
The One Up Show will return after this short message from Stephen Colbert.
Greetings, nerds! You have got to check out my new game, World of Colbert Craft. It will be even more popular than my previous title, Escape from Skateboard Mountain. World of Colbert Craft, for cost reasons, also takes place on Skateboard Mountain. And on Nintendo Wii, you can use the controller to wag my finger.
Thanks, Stephen. And now, back to the show.
Here she is. Willamette, Colorado. Population 53,594. Distinguishing characteristics, Jack shit. About the only thing to do in this town is kill time at the shopping mall.
Having played Dead Rising at E3, I think the thing I'm hopeful, like, it looks so much better this E3 than last E3. Like, last E3 was all frame rating and stuff like that. It just looked like it was another Xbox game that threw 100 people on screen at once. But now, like, I have hopes for it. It's also coming out this summer when there aren't many games.
Right.
But I have like a B movie hope for it. I have like, I want it to be like the Evil Dead of zombie games. You know?
Yeah.
How you doing? Are you feeling all right? You feel a little, you look a little
achy.
Yeah.
It's kind of hot
here. A little spaced out.
You looking to get yourself eaten alive by zombies? What? Did you just say zombies? Take a look out there. If those ain't zombies, what would you call them?
You all right? You need some Excedrin or something? I got some stuff.
I got something to eat.
Yeah,
so maybe some, I don't know, some sugar. Got a milkshake or some raw hamburger.
What they said they were trying to do is sort of balance being scary with being funny. And like the E3 build starts off with this thing where, like, the way that the zombies get into the mall is that there's a woman. Did you see this part? There's a woman who's like, "Oh, Madonna, where's my Madonna?" And it's her dog that's been turned into a zombie, and like, for some reason nobody can stop her opening the doors. There's like 6 people putting up a barricade, but it's like this old woman like knocking people off. "No, my Madonna, I have to get my Madonna." So yeah, I was curious, like, even at the beginning scene, you know, when you all right?
Yeah.
But when there's all those different characters, and you just see them, and you see their names, and they're having different arguments, and yeah. You with me here? You play this journalist. You're being led in on a helicopter, and it's kind of unfolding. You see, like, what's going on. There's like just random people. I was like, what's going on? A riot? The helicopter pilot is asking you, and you zoom in on a scene, and there's a guy like fighting zombies off of a car.
I have no idea. But one thing's for sure. Whatever's going on down there, it's not business as usual in this town.
You can rip guys' arms off and stick it into their mouths. I mean, it's super gory.
And then take pictures of it.
And then take pictures of it. And there's actually like a whole humor category. There's like, for reward for taking photographs, there's like dramatic brutality, I think, if you get something that's really gross. And then humor. Funny or whatever, where if you put like cones on the zombies' heads or do other like weird things like that and get a picture of it, it's pretty funny.
Anything's a weapon.
Anything's a weapon?
Just imagine it in a mall. Anything, you can grab anything. You can go to the hardware store, get a lawnmower. Get a chainsaw, get some gardening tools, some hedge clippers.
I saw the hedge clippers in the E3 demo.
Just cut the heads right off. You can use that. Sporting goods store is really cool. You can grab a hockey stick. You can even get a skateboard and kind of ride down, use that to take out some zombies.
That's cool. I saw the golf club is kind of like a ranged weapon. You kind of magically
set it down
have
and
a
boom,
golf
hit the
ball.
ball. There's even a bowling ball, so bowling for zombies. There's some good stuff in there.
And the soccer ball is actually really like effective. You might think, oh, soccer ball, whatever, but it's sort of chain reactions, right?
It's going to bounce from one zombie to another, so you can take a few out at once.
Yeah. That's awesome. And like, I saw park benches. What was it? There was a mannequin. Almost seemed like one of the best things. It was just like,
you can pick one of those out. You can take a bench and just wave it and knock down a whole bunch. You can even on the outside portion grab a parasol and just run down through a swarm of zombies and just knock them all out at once. Sort of like a cow catcher on the front of a train.
Oh, nice. The big thing with the game, it seems like, it's the 72-hour limit. So it's supposed to be like from the start just replayable.
Right, but not in real time. It's not really.
Right. It's not 24 like basically. But there's different subplots that begin at different times or can end at different times, and I guess you can see them or not see them. You like look at your wristwatch. I guess it's really important what time it is, though. I guess it kind of is like 24 in a way, because the different events are starting, like, you know, one starts at 6 o'clock in the morning on the second day, and you have to be there or like bring the correct NPC there or stuff like that.
You can concentrate, you know, on taking photos the first time through and building up your character's moves, or you can just, you know, find as many crazy weapons as you want.
It's almost kind of like GTA Raccoon City in a way, you know. It is though. It's like the sandbox gameplay zombie game.
I mean, I hope it is, you know, lives up to like the GTA thing, and it isn't. You know, it kind of gives me flashbacks to State of Emergency. It's in a mall.
Right.
A lot of characters on screen, a lot of weapons. Hit people with their head.
It's going to end up being dependent on the story, because you can run around the mall for so long getting the different weapons, but if you're not really in love with the game enough to keep replaying it to find all of that kind of stuff.
Nice camera. Are you a photographer?
As a matter of fact, I am. Frank West, photojournalist.
Could you show me some pictures, Frank?
So, I mean, it's not going to be like a Resident Evil, but I mean, I think that's good. You know, we need these. There's enough of that, like playing it straight, sort of straight zombie games out there that having more of like an Evil Dead. Crispin. Hello. Crispin. Whoa. Dude. Crispin? What the hell was that?
Luke. Get up here. Dude.
Oh, hey, Brian.
NFL head coach. Like, what is that? What was that?
Hey, Coach.
It's a text adventure with load screens. It is what it, I mean, ultimately that's what it is.
I've never, like, I love football. I grew up on football. I'm like a diehard Cleveland Browns fan, and I have absolutely no desire. I don't know who would want to play this game right now. Like, I don't know, like you said, text-based adventure. Like, how many hours do we have to play before we actually
get to
play the game?
Yeah, you don't really
like, give me a break. Like, I do not want to, like you said, like, I don't want to, like, be sitting there for, like, 8 hours and, like, okay, my offensive coach wants this, how much money? Like, whatever you want, dude, let me play on the field, for Christ's sake. Let me play the game. Oh, wait, but you're not really playing the game. You're just telling them what to do on the field.
Speak to me.
Yeah. I don't play games for that reason. I want to actually manipulate the guys on the field and tell them where to go and what to do.
I mean, you don't play games to make phone calls and to sign free agents? And
Actually,
and to recruit
wait, hold on. Before I
kids?
answer that, let 30 seconds go by, because that's how much loading time there will be. Hold on. Have you seen so much loading for a game that's... There's nothing going on.
I haven't seen that
There's
many
nothing
loading
going
screens since like an adult film. You didn't take the Browns to the title with Coach Brian Intihar?
I would rather... I don't know. I would do anything else. I just found this game... I know what they were trying to go for. I just think it's reaching the wrong market. Like, I don't know. Like, I know there's diehard people who love fantasy football, but, like... I couldn't even find the fantasy football tie-in here. Like, I just didn't, like, see, like, what, like, going through the NFL draft and picking your guys and signing, I just didn't find that, like, to be fun. Like, at the end of the day, like, this might sound generic, but it's not fun. This is, like, our role-playing game with, like, absolutely no fun. It's, like, absolutely no fun. I just don't understand, like, literally, I feel like it was torture to go through, like, to go 1 week in this game, let alone 8 months before you start playing a game? Like, I think that was one of the major things.
It starts you, like, right after the Super Bowl. Like, you start in February, and it's like you have all the bullshit of a team that didn't win the Super Bowl last year on your shoulders. And it's like, I talked with Coach Coward this week. He said on the phone, he's like, I actually haven't played through the whole game. And I said, that's funny, neither have I.
That's brilliant, because that's true.
No, but the thing is, I was talking to him, and I said, well, one of the things that's really sort of irksome about the game is when you're on the sidelines and your assistant coaches are calling plays and you overrule them, it like hurts your relationship with them. Like they get all like sad and you have to keep them happy. And I said, is this really how it is? And he laughed and he said, no, really, that's how it is. He's like, that's more real than you understand.
And I know the whole part of like calling plays, which I will say I like the idea when they had their playbook, like they formulate the playbook so it's like 3rd and long, first down, stuff like that, which is I think they should bring over to Madden. So guys who maybe are intimidated, like, what do I call on 3rd down? What do I call on 1st down in on goal line situation? Might help some people, but otherwise, like that's the only thing I take away from this game. I just think like they're going for like the idea of oh, it's really interesting to get your coaches and re-sign them and re-sign players and do the NFL draft. Like do the half that crap in Madden without dealing with like this guy says this, why don't you say that? Like I don't know who they were really targeting.
Well, do you think that if just simply they'd like retuned the interface, because as it is, everything's so binary and conversational, and it is really a text-based thing. If they'd looked at coming up with a more intuitive and interesting way of presenting that without loading times, do you think there's anything they could have done to save it?
Maybe I'm just not the person for this. Maybe it's like just so against me, and maybe that's one thing. I just felt like I tried to when I played the game, I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna go in here, just, like give it a fair shot. It's my job. I got to give it a fair shot. And I just was going through it, and like I realized I did all this stuff, and I was like, oh my God, I just got through 1 week. And I have like how many more weeks before the beginning of training camp?
Well, I think the thing is, by the time you get to, because it came out in June, by the time you spend enough time with the game where you actually get on the field, you'll be able to go get Madden instead.
Yeah, which, if anybody ever asked me, do not put this in Madden. No, like, if you're like, what if it was a mode in Madden? No, do not do that to somebody, because that would be like the waste of time. It'd be an absolute waste of time.
Okay.
So I guess I'll let you play World of Warcraft.
Thanks. Could you get the light on your way out?
Sure. Just don't think about NFL coach ever again.
And thanks for helping me move Crispin out of here. I don't know what the hell
he was. I was just Crispin.
I've seen other stuff.
Doesn't it feel like there's something weird going on today that people maybe aren't themselves? I mean.
Dude, when we were walking around near Milky's office, that whole area, it's like, I don't know, everyone there is different. Matt Leone, Jeremy, like...
You're beating around the bush. What is it that you really think it is?
Okay.
It's gonna sound crazy.
I don't, I played Resident Evil, I watched Shaun of the Dead, like, I know zombies aren't real, but like...
Zombies?
Yeah.
Crispin has been playing a bunch of Dead Rising, but...
Okay, wait a second. Let's think about everything we know about zombies.
If it's zombies, I was just talking to the guys at Capcom about how to deal with it. I mean, this guy was like gave me the beginner's course on everything to do with zombies.
What's rule number 1? Like, get a shotgun or something?
Get a weapon.
Because we don't have any shotguns.
No, but see, we can use anything as a weapon. You just have to be creative. I mean,
this thing worked in the Goonies.
Blender could be a rather good weapon. Food, you want to stock up on food also, like...
Yeah,
we got some... There's an Orangina, Red Bull, some cheese.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's hot pepper cheese. I think you guys are just overreacting, maybe just a little. But it's deadline week. Those guys, they get stressed out.
It's not just a case of the Mondays or something like that. I think it's a little bit more intense than that.
All right. Well, I wouldn't rule it out, but I'm just...
Matt Leone fell asleep at his desk.
Yeah, I think you guys. I think a little more evidence first before we.
I don't think we have time to argue about this.
Yeah, we need to find a defensible position.
That's cool if you guys want to play it safe. That's cool. I'll humor you. I'll be right behind you.
Okay, that's cool.
Cool.
Yeah, it's all fine.
Yeah.
If you make it, Mark, we're gonna be in the rehab.
Good luck. I'm taking these.
All right, guys. If I see any zombies, I'll let you know.
Good fucking luck!
Wait! Michael's in there. Should we get him?
It's too late for him. Let's go! What's up, Luke?
Hi, can I have some of your drinks? I'm out of Coke.
These are survival drinks.
They have to last us for weeks. We don't know how long we're going to be in here. Did you see any other survivors?
I don't think there's anyone else out here.
Oh, I think he's Jason.
Jason?
Jason!
Get him in here!
Jason! Oh my God!
Quick, we need something to break the door. Okay. That helps, sort of.
You want that Red Bull? You're really getting tired.
Red Bull's for us.
Sorry, dude. Next time you're fighting the undead.
Dude, that's all I've been doing for the last week. Naxxramas.
We need a plan of escape. We need
From
to get
our
out
safe
of here.
room?
Well, it's not very safe without a lock. You know, where did these go? You think you can get up there?
I'm not going up there.
Alright, I'll check it out.
Alright.
Oh, where does this go?
Doesn't matter as long as it's not here.
Well, maybe the ninth floor might be safe.
Alright, Luke. You sure? You don't want to come with us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good luck or something. From whatever you're running from.
Oh my god. It's crazy up here.
Weirdos.
Is it safe?
Seems to be.
Okay.
Wow. This is their storage room. Look at all these OPMs.
Hey, it's Nick.
Girl.